Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless message for you, asking what's coming towards you at the time of viewing this. Of course, only take it if it resonates. This is a general reading. If you would like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Sagittarians and cross-watchers to pray for you, the offer always stands. It's all about lifting each other up. Simply say in the comment section hello or leave an emoji. You're welcome to share what you're going through if you feel up to it. And we'll pray for you. Put out our good vibes for you. All right, you guys. Starting with the message of level-headedness. Be wise. It's like the eye of the storm. So we always get into Oracle first to get some broad messages, and then we're going to get into Tarot right afterwards. But first, this is a message of tranquility and inner wisdom characterize my life. And this is a hand gesture that embodies this message. So if you like to kind of collaborate and play along with me, this is something you can do on your end to strengthen this message. This is the gesture of greeting. It activates the brain activity and brings inner composure. This mudra opens the door to inner calm and thus to one's inner source's strength, healing, wisdom, and joy. Let your breathing become slow and deep. So I like that. Then we move on to the message of the eagle. This is the Divine Feather Messenger deck. Each one is a bird, and you got the eagle. It's not subtle energy. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. So far, the energy is really interesting because it feels as if your circumstances would normally test a person or test you in this situation. But you're being called to strengthen your core, quite literally, like spiritually speaking, calm your mind, and actually you're going to get through it really, really well. And it doesn't feel like anything bad is going on for you, but it feels like this has the energy of Judgment card, which is kind of getting a promotion in life, spiritually leveling up. Or it could be even career-wise or in your love life. And that comes with maybe a test or a series of tests, kind of like a rite of passage. So that's the feeling that's coming through right now. Let's see what Tarot has to say about it. All right, so I'm laughing at myself because when I say, let's see what Tarot has to say about it, I just get a kick out of Tarot absolutely contradicting me. Make her look like a fool. But no, that is the energy. That feels like it's coming through. Let's see. We only take the cards that fly out. If they fly in reverse, I read them that way. I respect the way they fly out on the table. Every reader is different, though. Doesn't mean that any other readers are doing it wrong. It's just my way. Yeah, we got a lot of reversals. Interesting, but these are good reversals to have. I need to get some clarity. One sec. I'm going to go like this because that flipped and then flipped again. There we go. There's been debate over whether to leave something behind or not. Now, that one thing I do not know yet, but you know that it might be a cop-out if you left it behind. So it's not that you can't. It's not that you can, whether it's a relationship of some sort or it's a job of some sort or a place. It's not that you can't replace it with something else and you can't be happy with that other thing. But there's a part of you that's wondering, would it be a cop-out if I left this? And the reason I'm saying that is we have the Eight of Cups that just could not make its damn mind. It flew out and then it kind of flipped again when I try to grab it. And this normally is leaving something behind that at one point you really cared about, you cultivated, but it's leaving it with a sense of well-being and knowing that what you're going towards is actually better, even if there's a certain amount of mystery to that. But when it comes out, especially the way it behaved coming out of the deck, and it couldn't make up its mind, it makes sense, the two cards that came out to clarify it. There's a learning opportunity here. Yay! It's like, yay, great. But I almost feel like you're calling yourself out. I don't think anybody has to. In fact, nobody knows you well enough or what you've been going through enough. It's all too soon or all too quiet. It's all your own personal experience for anybody else to weigh in on it with any expertise, at least, about you and who you are. It's too personal. But so here's the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is asking you to wait a minute, come a little closer. There might be something else to learn here. Rather than walking away, what if you dug down? And then we have the Eight of Swords, which confirms that this could be all up here, an opportunity to break an ideology or break a pattern of thinking that's been keeping you constricted, you know? So what hasn't come out is the Devil card, which will come out if this is a pattern. I'm not going to jump to those conclusions, but there's almost a hint of the Devil in that. Devil made me do it. So then we have the Three of Swords, which I want to get clarity on. What's this Three of Swords for my Sagittarius? Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Told you I had Judgment energy. And it came out with a Three of Swords. Interesting, you guys. What are you going through? Three of Swords is the heartbreak, disappointment card. It feels like it's broad. It's not just one specific thing. It feels almost like there seems to be an eagle-eye view of what heartbreak you've experienced in life and what it's meant to you. And there's something about this moment here. You're getting a leveling up. You're getting a chance to break through the ceiling of your own experiences. You break through disappointments, you're seeing your role through your own perspective and how your own perspective has been hurting you. It's been adding to the pain. So really, really broad energy. It's hard to talk. I keep on, I don't know why. I've had enough coffee, but I think there's a reason. Judgment card, tell me more about this. So you're getting a promotion. You're getting an opportunity. You're getting an opportunity to break your own, set new goals and break your own records, to break your own habits. Why the Two of Pentacles? Compromise, maybe a little confusion. You got to let something go. You know, it's funny how we can keep close to us our pain bodies, things that we've experienced. We don't want to forget our experiences, even the hard ones. There's a little part of us that holds on. I mean, it sounds really funny to say, oh, that you wouldn't want to let go of painful experiences, but they build character, and the fact that we survived them is really saying something. We don't want to throw out the merit of surviving them, but we also don't want them to define us. And so that's what you're running up into at the time of viewing this. You're being called to let go of an old chapter, a worn out chapter in your life. It's exhausting, but there are things about this period of time and what you were capable of and what you did that showed you parts of your true character that you like and that you embody to this day. But it doesn't mean that my nose is itching and that's a sign I need to hunker down on this message. You can take all that good and then you can use it into the next chapter, but you don't have to keep the exhaustion. You don't have to keep carrying the burden of these wands. What does that mean to you, Sagittarius? But there's this back and forth. There's a little bit of, I don't know, indecision to make this next move. Now you guys are all going through different things, but the energy is the same. So this could come to you in the form of an actual job promotion. This could come to you in realizing that you have to move, or that an old relationship is just not fitting your energy anymore, whatever it is. But you're going to know what it is, because it's not so easy to leave this. It feels like a temporary solution, like you're treating just the symptoms of something bigger. And you're going to get that inkling. Sagittarius, you're so wise, and you're all about growth and breakthroughs. That's, so you're going to feel it if you're pulling a cop-out situation. And I like this for you because this is what you're all about. This is what your soul's here to do. So in that sense, you're on track. Four of Cups. Another four. Four. This is going to be an extended, because it's getting bigger. We're going to, I'll leave that link in the description box below for anybody who likes to go deeper in the messages and just keep on going, basically. Get more advice. That'll be in there waiting for you. All right. What I love is this Five of Pentacles. I can't wait to get to this Five of Pentacles because it's upside down. That's really great. What is so funny is that, like, it's like you're getting this opportunity to strengthen your foundation, stability, possibly even a celebration to be had, reaching a milestone with a Four of Wands, and this Knight of Pentacles is coming towards you that I need to unpack. But it's like they're offering something for you. Either it's a service, or it's something of value, or maybe it's an opportunity to grow your wealth or something. We have the Six of Pentacles. It's going to feel an opportunity. I keep on saying opportunity. I'm just going to go with it. It's going to be an act of reciprocity. It's going to be balancing things out. It's an act of generosity or kindness. And it's all stemming from the Four of Cups, which is a sense of rejection or apathy, a disinterest. So it seems like you have an offer here. You have somebody coming towards you. This is somebody coming towards somebody. And they're like, hey, look, let me help you. Let's balance this out. I can make you feel stronger in your foundation. We can do this and you'll feel more stable. And it's coming out of an app. Where is this going? I need a new deck of cards. Where is this going? Because it almost feels like I want to know, like, are there strings attached? It feels a little bit like, I don't know if I want to be connected to that. Because it looks like what they're offering is cool. But why the apathy? Why the apathy? Nine of Pentacles, independence. Better off alone, Star, sense of hope. Somebody here has been almost rejecting an offer for more stability, generosity, kindness, a gesture in good faith. They're unsure of whether or not to take that offer because they almost feel a sense of, like, I can do it on my own. I'm better off alone. And independence. What is lacking here is this person's ability to see that they don't have to be mutually exclusive, that they can still have their independence and safety while accepting this offer. Can they accept the offer safely? The Empress and the Death card. Holy heck. What? Oh my God. The Sun card and the Knight of Pentacles. Listen, the Knight of Pentacles came back out. Same dude is offering you, could be female, male. It's not gender related. This is a very slow moving offer, I have to say. It's very slow because it's making sure they're crossing their T's and dotting their I's. They want to make sure that they're doing everything the correct way. Maybe that's contractually, maybe that's making sure that things are lined up. So when they have this offer, it's solid, because this feels rock solid with the Four of Wands foundation. But listen, like, this is where the test is. Somebody here is getting tested, and it's with a sense of abundance. This Knight of Pentacles, what they have to offer seems to be really solid, but it means something's got to go. Is that a mind frame? Is that a thought pattern? I can do it on my own. I can't trust this person. So then the Five of Pentacles, drum roll. I love this card when it comes out upside down. You're coming out of a place of scarcity. Coming out of this place of not having enough or not being understood or sense of isolation. That's Five of Pentacles. But when you get upside down, it's saying, hey, you're getting a big boost here. But are you willing to break your mind frame or your perspective, your perception of scarcity, right? Because there's the physical reality of scarcity, right? But that is almost a ripple effect of what happens in here first or here, right? So the outer world, that's kind of the big joke. Joke's on us. The outer world very much reflects what's going on in here. So how this is received is not celebration, is not impulsivity. It's actually very quietly observed. with the Hermit energy. It's observed with a lot of seriousness. What is this? Why so serious? There we are, King of Rods. There you are, Saggy. King of Rods, Ace of Pentacles. It's not without gratitude, but it's also like being very certain this is what you want to do. It's a little careful. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're watching this tarot reading as a result of trying to be hermit, of trying to reflect. How does my intuition feel about this? I got to double check, right? I don't, just because this offer is in front of me or just because this opportunity to grow is in front of me, I don't want to impulsively just take it or accept it out of any pressure from anybody else. I need to connect. I need to connect with myself, with my intuition, with my guides. And then from there, it's like smooth sailing. It's King of Rods. That is your energy. It's fiery. It's entrepreneurial. It's what can we do now with this? Well, what do we want to do next? It's a visionary here, the King of Rods. And I wouldn't be surprised if this starts to snowball in a positive way and bring in more money or more value. Ace of Pentacles is a gift landing in your lap. It could be property. It could be a promotion. It could be, in a few cases, a relationship, but this would be a relationship that's very kind of practical, or that's spinning off into another reading. But either way, it's landing in your lap because somebody here is letting it. I definitely want to go into that later, but we have interesting. One sec. There's some choices here for you to make. And all that glitters is not gold. So you want to be aware because excitement is building now. So we've gone from like a discerning and quiet place to a building of enthusiasm. And in that more heightened sense of energy, you're going to be more of a magnet for opportunities. Also, your imagination and other people maybe who are working with you or surrounding you, their imaginations are going. We have Seven of Cups, which is all that glitters is not gold. So be aware of what might be imagined here, but keep an open mind. It's almost a contradiction, but not quite. So keep an open mind, but also don't be a victim of impulsivity. We have a Knight of Wands coming towards you. It seems like it's another energy. It's not the Knight of Pentacles. So now we have two energies that are approaching you. This is another option, another person involved. And I think that they are actually coming towards you to be like, hey, Sagittarius, but I got this idea. And what if we do da-da-da-da-da-da? So very different than the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is very solid. They've already done all their homework. They've crossed their T's and dotted their I's, like that old saying goes. But this one's like, hey, but what if? So be aware of that. If you're getting this, the BS meter is going, just pay attention. So now we have more wands. Now just timing is going to play a big role in this with the Wheel of Fortune. It seems like there's a sense of like, just wait for it. Start to do the plans. It's okay to do the plans and then see what happens. See if this person fights up against you just by going to the planning part. Don't do the action part of whatever their idea is. But you're going to see something evolve here. And it could be competition or conflict. I say that because of the Five of Swords that's coming up next. Sneak peek. But Two of Wands is like, start putting pen to paper. Just start brainstorming with this individual, with this energy of the Knight of Wands, Knight and the Page of Wands. So we do have some, it's kind of an immature or like putting the cart before the horse type of thing going on here. And I think all will be revealed from that. Very interesting. We are at almost 20 minutes so far. So for any of you guys who like longer readings, follow me over to the extended link below. And if this is where I leave you, I adore you all. Thank you so much for your likes and your subscribes and all the love you leave in the comments. It means the world to me. Mwah. Bye-bye.